So, how's that crony capitalism working out for you now, huh? Let me guess. You tried to call the unemployment office, but the system is broken. It's overwhelmed. Sorry, call back tomorrow. We're overwhelmed. Everybody and his mother is filing for unemployment. They estimate that now every single real person in America is out of work. When I say real person, I mean people like you and I. They estimate that the unemployment rate will be about 30%. Well, how can that be possible? How can there be 30% unemployment rate if all of us are out of work? That's because the government employees are still getting paid. Duh! Yeah, you don't think the government employees are going to have to file for unemployment, do you? Don't make me laugh. How's that crony capitalism working out for you now? So, the crony capitalists have decided to push a button and create $2 trillion out of thin air and hand it out to all the chirpy little birds with their open mouths. The bird with the largest mouth will get the most money or something. I don't know. I don't really know how crony capitalism works when which crony gets the most money, because I'm not a crony. But it might be time to consider universal basic income, huh? And it kind of makes you think, what moron created this system? I know for a fact it was not my founding fathers. The founding fathers who created the Constitution, no, they did not create this system. This monster was created somewhere in the 60s and 70s and 80s and 90s, where they decided to take somebody off the welfare rolls and put them behind a desk and give them a government job sitting behind a desk where they kind of, I think they waddle around a little bit, and they get up and go to the water fountain and talk to the employee, and then they go back and they hand out welfare. And to be honest with you, the whole system is so ugly that I don't even like to look at it, and I don't even like to talk about it. That's why I like the idea of a universal basic income, because you fire every single one of those government employees. Think about it. If every single real American got a universal basic income check, and remember, all it is emergency money to make sure you have a roof over your head and food. It doesn't stop anybody from going out there to get rich. If you are an ambitious person, okay, don't begrudge somebody a universal basic income, because you're going to still be able to go out there and start a business. You're still going to be able to be a stripper, a hooker. You're still going to be able to make $1 million. Be as courageous and adventurous and ambitious as you want to. Go out and make $1 million if you can. But there's a lot of people who cannot make $1 million. There's a lot of people who cannot even get a job. And I think the correct thing to do is give them a universal basic income, so at least they have a roof over their head and some potato chips to eat. Is that really too much? And now we're talking about a $2 trillion stimulus package. It's not really a stimulus package. It's an emergency package. All this is to get Americans by for what? 2-3 months? And then there's going to have to be another $2 trillion button pushed for another emergency to keep it's an emergency. But there would not be any emergency if you fired all the government employees and you just gave everybody a universal basic income and you brought everybody home. Well, I don't know what the hell they're doing over there, 9,000 miles away in some desert. Bring everybody home, give everybody a universal basic income, and guess what? There would not be any emergency. But duh, these people are not very bright. We're going to have to stay up tonight to get this stimulus package out for you. Come on. Come on. You people are morons and idiots. And it's about time that somebody slapped you upside the back of the head and called you a moron and an idiot. And it's about time that you lowered your head in shame, because you are a pathetic pig.